ring announcing on Sunday. So I'll be getting with you. You're going to the workouts tomorrow?
Yep.
I'll get with
Ladies
you
and
tomorrow.
gentlemen,
Trunk information.
the champ is here!
Hey, how you doing? Where I'm sitting at? Here? Okay. I'm just looking around, trying to see who the finest woman in the building. Think I got y'all beat today? Okay, this is a nice little front row right here. Think I got y'all beat today? I can't look extra.
You did.
I feel like I
I'll
overdrew.
give it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final press conference for Super Fight Sunday, a great night of World Championship Boxing to be held this Sunday, February 2nd, from the Dort Financial Center in Flint, Michigan. It is being brought to you by Salida Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Bet Online and Hotel St. Regis, Detroit. It will be shown worldwide on DAZN, and if you can join us at the Dort Financial Center, tickets can be purchased through etix.com, that's etix.com, or at the Dort Financial Center box office. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday will be a historic night for professional boxing, as for the first time in boxing history, there will be a undisputed women's heavyweight world championship contest. And that is something that has never happened before. And also, Claressa Shields has the opportunity to become the first boxer in history to become an undisputed world champion in 3 different weight classes. There will also be an outstanding undercard featuring several undefeated fighters and perhaps future world champions. Well, at this time, it is my honor to welcome the mayor of Flint, Michigan, Mr. Sheldon Neely.
Good afternoon, all. And I guess I have the great responsibility of inviting all of you to the great city of Flint, Michigan, Clarissa's home. Also, this is a great day, under God's watchful eye. And so as mayor, I do my official duty in welcoming you to the great city of Flint, Michigan. But it's fitting that we hold this type of event here in the city of Flint. As mayor, also, I'm an undefeated shadow boxer, never been hit before. I'm a champion in my own right here in the city of Flint. But definitely, we talk about a community such as Flint, from crisis to recovery. There are many champions in this community, but Flint's favorite daughter, Mrs. Claressa Shields, the fire inside is a motion picture that you all should see. But definitely, we want to make sure that you understand that the greatest athlete that's ever been birthed out of the city of Flint, and we've had many, Super Bowl champions, NBA world champions, champions in every right. But as mayor, I can confidently say, the best athlete we've had to come out of this great city is Claressa Shields. Give her a round of applause. So it is Flint's honor, and thank you, Ms. Claressa Shields, for bringing this back home to the city of Flint.
Absolutely.
And we're here to be able to celebrate all of these great athletes. It's going to be a fantastic event, and I'm so happy that you all are going to be participating. If you have not gotten your tickets, they're still on sale. And if you get a ticket soon, we can give you our new mascot, Flinty the Fox. This is his debut. And for those individuals who get a a championship belt, they may get a Flaming Fox too. But definitely, thank you for being here in the city of Flint. Remember to love somebody, unite with somebody, and say some good things until the bell rings, and let's get it on. God bless you guys.
Thank you very much, Mayor. And now let's welcome the promoter of this great event, Mr. Dimitri Salita of Salita Promotions.
Thank you, Mayor Neely. I want to thank the city of Flint. Today I stand before you not only as a boxing promoter, but someone who's deeply inspired by Claressa Shields, a true trailblazer. Her story of resilience, determination, and excellence, the very qualities that define this incredible city of Flint. So this is a true homecoming, not just for Claressa, but also for the city that defined her. There are two very important points that I want to bring today that make this event very special. First of all, when the movie The Fire Inside was announced, we've had requests from some of the biggest cities in the country, some of the most premier venues, asking for Claressa to fight there. But it was Claressa's decision that when history is on the line and the world is watching, it's time to bring the show to Flint. And the GOATs and the GWOATs are not just defined by their athletic dominance, but also by their responsibility to uplift, to inspire, and to transcend. And Claressa Shields is doing it here with this fight on February 2nd. Thank you, Claressa. The other important thing that I want to acknowledge is that the world heavyweight title, really the most prestigious title in sports, has always been synonymous with American greatness. Jack Dempsey, Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, all great heavyweight champions from the United States of America. Today, we do not have a heavyweight champion from the United States of America. In fact, the last born undisputed American heavyweight champion was Riddick Bowe, and that fight happened in 1992.
Wow.
So the winner of this fight, both fighters are from the United States, will restore that historic title to come right here in Flint, Michigan on February 2nd. This fight is going to be broadcast live on DAZN. The first fight starts at 7:30. We have an incredible undercard that I'd like to mention as well. And the co-feature, a very meaningful heavyweight fight between Brandon Moore and Skylar Lacey for the prestigious USB heavyweight title. We have Joshua Pagan, Joseph Hicks, and one of the other important things that I want to mention is that every time Claressa fights, she felt that it was very important for the great women fighters from around the world to have a chance to get the spotlight and the recognition that they deserve. And on this card, we have that with three incredible female fighters, Canadian WBA Intercontinental Champion Carolina Vieira, Puerto Rico's first, stand up. Puerto Rico's first ever female Olympian, Ashley-Ann Lazaro. And Claressa's amateur teammate, the current #1 undefeated world-rated junior welterweight, Samantha Worthington. We also have some of the best male fighters from the city of Flint here on the card. Claressa promoter Jaquan McElroy.
Next up, boy.
And from a family of champions, Leon Lawson III.
Leon Lawson, yay! You know what's going on.
I want to acknowledge Joshua Pagan. Please, Joshua, stand up.
Yep.
We have an incredible night of boxing. As the mayor said, if you did not get your tickets, there's still a few left. Check it out. Be there or be square. And if you're not in, if you're not in town, check the fight live on DAZN, 7:30 p.m. start time. Look forward to seeing you on February 2nd. Thank you.
Well, there have certainly been many great fighters and world champions from the state of Michigan, such as Tommy the Hitman Hearns, Floyd Mayweather Jr., the Durrell brothers,
Yes.
Chris Bird, and of course, the GOAT, Claressa Shields. And on Sunday's undercard, a few of Michigan's own will be fighting, and we would like to once again recognize them here today. We have on this great undercard, Flint's own Leon Lawson III, Grand Rapids' own Joshua Double J Pagan, undefeated fighter from Flint, Jaquan McElroy. And also not with us today, but Joseph Hicks of Grand Rapids will be challenging Keon Papi Leon of Louisiana in a battle of the undefeated, and that should be an outstanding fight as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday we have 4 women bouts, and not only is it unique to have a women's bout in the main event, but also 3 women bouts on the undercard. And again, we want to recognize with us here today the undefeated, highly ranked Sammy the Heat Worthington, a rising featherweight contender, Caroline Sweet Plumaver, and making her highly anticipated pro debut, she was a 2024 Olympian for Puerto Rico, Ashley Ann Lozada. Our co-main event this Sunday will be for the vacant USBA Heavyweight Championship, and with the heavyweight division currently dominated by foreign fighters, it is an opportunity for the winner of this fight to earn a place in the IBF Top 15 rankings. And let's welcome those participants at this time. First, we will welcome to the podium from Indianapolis, Indiana, undefeated with 8 wins, 2 draws, 6 of his 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome Skylar Lacey.
Damn, you about big as Danielle, ain't you?
Big as hell. Yeah, y'all hear me okay? I don't got too much to say. I'm just thankful for this opportunity. I come here as humbly as I can, ready to handle business and show everybody what I'm made of. Thank you.
I guess it's about right.
All right, thank you to 6'7", Skylar Lacey. I asked how tall he was a few moments ago. And now let's welcome his opponent this Sunday, coming to us from Lakeland, Florida. He brings a record of 16 wins, just 1 defeat, 10 of his 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Brandon Moore.
Damn. Hey, man, extremely excited for the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Extremely excited. I've been dreaming about Skylar every night, you know what I'm saying? Every single night, just thinking about him. You feel me? No, Diddy. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been thinking about him. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna come out hard, you know, no disrespect to him, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to make him my wife on Sunday, you know what I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And I mean it by no disrespect, you know, maybe after the fight, you know, we can be cool, but right now it's lock-in mode, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna get to look each other in the eyes in a few days, and I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, he's a good fighter, no disrespect to him, but he in there with me right now, so it's lock-in time.
Okay.
It's lock-in time.
Energy!
That's all I really gotta say.
Yes, sir.
You cool with that? All right.
All right, thank you, Brandon. Well, our main event this Sunday will be brought to you in association with King's Promotions. So let's welcome promoter, Mr. Marshall Kaufman of King's Promotions.
How's everyone doing? First and foremost, I'd like to thank God, because without God, none of this would be possible.
Amen. Agreed.
And, you know, it's been a long run, and I'm just extremely excited that we are here with Danielle. I also like to thank some of our sponsors, Chandelier, Detroit 78, and Carlos Linas. I'd like to thank Nike Boxing and Shane Goodell. Without sponsors, it makes it very impossible to do things, you know. Listen, we've been doing this a long time, and I gotta give all respect to Claressa Shields. She deserves to be called the global. She's by far accomplished more things than any other woman in boxing, without a doubt. And she has a great promoter who I've known for many years, in Dimitri Salita, who I look at like a little brother. Dimitri and I have gone way back, and I love him, and we've done business together, and we're going to continue doing business together. And so it's going to be a fun night come Sunday, when we can raise Danielle's hands as the new heavyweight champion of the world. This is history. History being made, and come Sunday, we're going to have a new heavyweight champion of the world. So no disrespect to Claressa, but she's met her toughest test.
Yes.
And it's going to be a fun night when we can go home with those belts, and we're going to run it back again, okay? So, hey, thank you, and it's my pleasure now to introduce the new heavyweight champion of the world, Claressa. And Danielle Perkins.
Oh, give it up for Danielle! Give it up for Danielle! Give it up for Danielle!
I can't stand Claressa. She is so goofy. She's been up here clowning this whole time. And no, I'm not 6'7".
No!
And thank you, Marshall, for dropping the bag real quick. But I'm totally excited about this opportunity. It's been a long time waiting. I always have told Claressa I do always appreciate everything that she's done for boxing. Her coming up to the heavyweight division is the best thing that could have ever happened to me in my entire life. No one at any point ever cared about this division until Claressa came up here. Also, no one has ever wanted to fight me. I have 5 fights, not because of lack of attempting to get fights. It's like, no one wants to ever step in the ring with me. And it's unfortunate because I got some skills, you know what I mean? I know I look intimidating, but I got some things on my tool bag that I'm like, I gotta show people. But unfortunately, I never had the opportunity.
We'll show us Sunday.
No, Sunday for real. This is what we're all about. And I know for a fact Claressa's up for the challenge because, when I think about it, I don't think any other middleweight would ever even take this this is a risk. And it's a real risk. We're both putting our lives on the line on Sunday, and it's going to be a real fight that people are going to talk about. So for the fact that there's nothing more than respect for this side, on this side right here. But best believe we're going to fight because the two of us have no sense and are willing to leave it 100% in the ring on Sunday. So I'm 100% looking forward for this, have been looking forward. I'm not thinking about making Claressa my wife, but I have been dreaming about it. Not in best intentions, but I do dream about her. I'm looking forward to the first bell. Of course, first and the last. I'm excited about it. We are good friends, but essentially also, I feel like those make for the best fights.
Yep.
When two people who do really respect each other, and she's gonna try to break my nose, and I'm gonna try to break her jaw, and that's what Sunday's all about. So I'm looking forward to it.
And now let's welcome renowned sports television executive and the manager of Claressa Shields, Mr. Mark Taffet.
Hello, I'm Mark Taffet. I'm also not 6'7". So it's been an amazing journey if you think about it. We're here in Flint today. We've come full circle. The movie, the desire to create equality for women all around the world, fighting for your city, standing up for women and children the world over, and then, as only Claressa could do, demanding that her next fight, this fight February 2nd, taking place right here in Flint. It's something out of a storybook, but in Claressa's case, things out of storybooks become real life. Just imagine being a young child. You got to fend for your siblings, make sure they have food, make sure they have clothing, make sure they have shoes on their feet, make sure they're medically attended to when they need it. Imagine that every time you walk through a door in your own house, you got to worry about what's on the other side of it. Imagine every time you walk around a corner in your own house from one room to another, you got to worry about what's around that corner. Imagine being 8, 9 years old, and because of your experiences growing up, not having spoken a word yet. Imagine being a young teenage girl and having a stutter that leaves you indecipherable for most people. And then somehow, imagine 3.5 years later, standing on a podium, wearing a gold medal in the Olympics, being the first US woman to wear that medal. It's not even possible to imagine that someone could go through that and come out and come through it like Claressa Shields did. I say it and I think about it, it makes me cry every time I talk about it. No one should have to go through that. But that is who she is, that's what she's about. And that's why she's the only active fighter to have a biopic in theaters covering her life to date. And the most significant thing about that movie, and it's the same thing that's the most significant thing about Claressa, that movie didn't end with her standing on a podium and everybody cheering, congratulations, you won a gold medal. That was the halfway point. Then she got back to business. And she's still back to business. And that is, how do I create equality for all women? Women in sports, women of every color, race, ethnicity, and background. How do we make this world work for women? I say very often, Claressa is Charles Atlas. She carries the globe on her shoulders, the globe of women's boxing. She's got big, broad shoulders. Even when she was 154 pounds, those shoulders carried that globe. And that's why in 2016, I devoted myself to working with her, because I knew that with her, we really could make a difference and make a true impact on the world. And she's still about that today, just like she was when she was a kid. Look at what her accomplishments have been since she's turned professional. No man has ever won 2 Olympic gold medals for the US in boxing.
Nope.
No man won a world championship in just their 3rd professional fight. No man won a world title in 3 weight divisions as quickly as Claressa Shields. Right? No man won the Sportswoman of the Year award 3 times either. Nor did any woman ever do that. That's only Claressa Shields. A few years ago, the ESPY for Best Fighter of the Year, not male fighter, not female fighter, best fighter, in a category with the best men on this planet who we see every day out there still fighting today. The winner of that award was Claressa Shields. She does not just what no woman's ever done, she does what no man's ever done. And that's what sets her apart from anybody else you've ever seen and anybody you will ever see again going forward. So, how proud am I to be working with this woman, representing her, and watching her achieve the history? I couldn't be prouder. It's an amazing journey to be a part of. I thank God every day I'm a part of it. She insists that women be a part of her team, women be on her cards. These 3 young women right here, all of whom are at the top of their craft in this sport. They're here for a reason, and they look to Claressa Shields and say, because of you, we're here, and now they're the ones carrying it to the next generation, and it expands. In 2016, when we started with Claressa, we're going to talk about what she's carried on her shoulders. Women's boxing? There was no women's boxing. Then Claressa Shields turned pro, and she said, watch. And take a look today. The women create the goals and the lessons for the men in this sport right now. There are more undisputed champion is what boxing should be about.
Yeah.
There's sanctioning bodies with names and letters and combinations we've never heard of. One champion that the world knows is the best. The women came along and they said, the best is going to fight the best, we're going to do it. And you had 8 or 9 undisputed world champions over the last few years established in women's boxing. Put the men to shame. We stand here today. There's never been an undisputed women's heavyweight champion. Another first that's going to take place Sunday night, excuse me. That is a lifetime of efforts, being first, being only, being best, and lifting women up the world over. So I couldn't be prouder to introduce her. I couldn't be happier to be here with all of you, and thank you very much, Mayor Neely, for all your help and support over the years. It's been wonderful. But finally, we're going to get to hear from the woman that's been the subject of these amazing stories and continues to do it all, this beautiful young lady, Claressa Shields.
Happy to see everybody here. I want to give an honor to just God first, because without God, I wouldn't be here. My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. I don't really know, where I'd like to start. It's been a crazy couple of years. The last time I was supposed to fight in Flint, well, was that before then or after? I think I fought after that incident. So we're going to talk about the actual fight that I had here during COVID, when only 300 people was able to come to the Dort Federal because COVID was going on. Now we got the whole venue for the Dort Financial Center. And yes, I was supposed to be fighting at the Barclays Center in New York, but we decided to come back here to Flint and to do this hometown fight here because the biopic was about Flint, Michigan, and how you guys helped me get to where I am, how you guys cheered me on and donated your money to help me get my first Olympic gold medal. And then even my second, so I just wanted to kind of pay it forward, have the Flint fighters come on, have my fighters Samantha Worthington come on, Jaquan McElroy, have my little cousin, Lil Leon, fight on the undercard. That's stuff that I like to do, and that's me paying homage to being from Flint, Michigan, because Flint, Michigan did help create who I am. And not just who I am, but how I am. Now, when I talk about how I am, you guys seen the biopic, so thank you all for going to go see The Fire Inside. It did great numbers. It's out on Prime, Amazon. You can go watch it again, go buy it. So thank y'all for that. Yeah. But you guys see how I was brought up, and you see how all the things that I had to go through. So when people ask me why I take boxing so personal, it's because it is personal. Boxing is my life. It come with the brand. You gotta wear the clothes and the shoes and the fur, and why I gotta look like this. It's my job. Shit. Sorry, girl, I'm gonna hit your head, didn't I? But it goes to show that me being from here is just, it's still things that I have to do. So the way that I am when it comes to boxing and taking it personally, I take it very personal because it's really all I have for a long amount of years. And to me, it's still my highest paid check. I can make money doing other things, but boxing was truly the first thing that I was actually great and good at, that made me feel good with all the bruises, the black eyes, all the injuries. Boxing made me feel very, very good, and it makes me feel very, very good now. Now, I know Danielle's promoter got up here and said some things, And listen, I am looking forward to a very tough fight with Danielle, but some things you guys forgot. Y'all just forgot that I've been doing this shit for a long time. And I have been preparing to beat the best for a long time. Even though Danielle is very highly avoided because she's very intimidating. She's tall, she's big, she's strong. I saw her lifting weights and deadlifting 400 pounds and had the dumbbells in her hand. I was like, oh, she's so strong. Look at her. So ridiculous. I just got more excited. No diddy. I got more excited and I was like, oh my God, she's about to be so strong in there. But it was like, my defense is impeccable. My speed is untraceable. I'm punching like a heavyweight and I'm not a real heavyweight. You know what's going on. Listen, she gonna come in there with, we not benching right now. She might be stronger. I can't hold a 90-pound dumbbell, but I can do 50. But just know, I have prepared overtime for Danielle. Not because, oh, I'm looking at her, I'm like, oh, I look at her and say, you know, she do got some moves, she got some skills. But even in the amateurs, more decorated. She went to the Worlds, did you get a gold or bronze?
Both.
She got a gold one time and a bronze. I got 3 golds in the amateurs. And that was the World Championships. Then I got 2 Olympic gold medals, so that's 5 golds if we add the math up right. I done took over the world a couple times. Now, the thing I think everybody keeps forgetting in that I kind of don't want to remind Danielle, but I will. I was fighting at 154 for the history. I fought at 160 for the history. I fought at 168 for the history. I'm at 175 because I feel like this was the weight class I was supposed to be at from the beginning. That's why I knocked Jonace out, because I'm really a heavyweight.
Oh, Lord.
I'm really a heavyweight.
Oh, Lord.
So now that we gotta have a real heavyweight fight, and this is why it's the first undisputed. It's supposed to be like this. But I really hope Danielle don't come in there Sunday thinking I can't punch. Because they gonna need 2 stretchers to carry her out if she do that. Cause she big, that's all I'm saying. Cause one stretcher is all you need, but she may need 2. Cause they may need to put half her body on one and then half her body on the other one. So, that's all I'm saying. I done had a pretty hard camp, and I'm just not about to lose. It's really impossible for me to lose. Look, I'm the best woman fighter in the world. I'm the GOAT. I'm the woman's GOAT. However you want to put it. It's not a brand, it's a lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. So now that we get into the fight, February 2nd, get y'all tickets. I'm not fighting here for a long time. This is it. You want to see a big fight? You want to see me be challenged? www.etix.com. Go get your tickets. Go to Dort Financial Center. I'm sorry, all the floor seats are gone. I told y'all that. Go get your tickets. Be in the building. I got some surprises. Y'all know we got the drums. You know we got the walkout. You know, it's a surprise who's walking me out. But hey, if you want to be there and see it in person, that's what you're going to have to do. But I'm looking forward to fighting Danielle, and all respect to her and her team. Thank y'all so much for, accepting the challenge. I had to challenge her. And she was my mandatory also. So I could have went back down to 160 and 168 if I was scared of Danielle. But I bought my black forces so she knows that I'm not scared of her. I just had to wear the heels to match this outfit. So, yeah, I'm not scared of Danielle. I had to bring my forces so she knows, hey, don't get the grabbing on me again. I'm gonna take these heels off and put my forces on. Y'all gonna be seeing 2 fights before the fight. So, no, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy all y'all came here. Women's boxing is at the highest place that it's ever been. And I'm happy that I can be a trailblazer in that, and that I have a really big, strong, beautiful dance partner in Danielle Perkins. And I just look forward to putting on a show for y'all. So I will see y'all Sunday night. Well, I'll see y'all next couple days, but I'll see y'all Sunday night. Get y'all tickets, be in the building, and please don't call my phone crying because you wanted a floor seat. I told y'all to get them ahead of time. Much love.
Well, like Claressa said, get your tickets, www.etix.com. That's etix.com. Be a part of history. Be there. You can tell your kids, your grandkids, family, friends, you were there when the first undisputed women's heavyweight world champion was crowned. Well, at this time, we are going to open the media to asking questions to any of our panel. So if you have a question, we have a gentleman with a microphone here who will be going around the room. Yes, sir.
How you doing? It looks like y'all have a lot of respect for each other, a lot of smiles between each other, but you also want to knock each other out. So how do you separate that kind of desire, you know, to win the fight, and you know, there's a lot on the line, but also, you know, the part of you that could also be friends after the fight.
Honestly, for me, it's just no name, no face. I was taught that a long time ago. Once the bell ring, I'm not even gonna know who Danielle is. She's just an enemy. She's an op. And you know, when you got an op, you gotta go get them. So I'm not even, like, of course, I don't think we have to be beefed out. Now, the reason I've had beef in the past with girls is because they were completely disrespectful. So when the girl disrespect me, I disrespect the girl back. That's just how I am. So Danielle, like, she been cool, but it's still like, we got, what's today? Thursday? We still got, today Thursday, so we got Friday, Saturday, she gotta cut weight, she gotta make weight. She may be mean to me on Saturday at our weigh-in. You never know, but I just kind of give the energy that's given to me. But inside the ring, to put the friendship to the side, one, I don't like fighting my friends. That's why I was telling Michaela Mayer, who's my Olympic sister, please don't come fucking with me. Please, I don't want to do that to you. But at the end of the day, I will do that. You know, I will beat my friend up, and hopefully after me and my friend can be cool after. And I think after the fight, you know, hopefully me and Danielle can be cool because I'm gonna be punching her pretty hard.
Oh my God. So it's hard to keep a straight face while she's talking shit. It's too funny. But the thing about it is, like, you know, I've said this plenty of times, I never have any ill will towards Claressa outside the ring. And it's always going to be like that. Even though she said that she's going to beat the absolute shit out of me, I'm okay with that outside the ring because this person doesn't know the person who's coming into the ring. So at some point, I'm going to black out. I'm going to transfer over into the ring. And I'm not actually going to even remember what happened. I'm going to fight this woman with 100% intention to kill.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with the people we are on the outside. Those people pay bills, they have responsibilities, they have other things going on in their mind. The person who goes into the ring has none of those responsibilities. They're just a fighter.
Yeah.
And I gotta get these belts because there's too many on this side and none on this side.
Yeah.
So that's bothersome. That's been bothering me since they put them out. But come fight night, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scrap. We're gonna squabble up, bell to bell. And she don't care about anything that I'm saying, because in her mind, she's like, I'm gonna beat Danielle. But in my mind, number 16 don't happen on the section. It don't happen. I get number 6, and she walk away 15-1. That is the mindset of both of them. She's not trying to let me get my 6th win. She don't care what is happening. There's gonna be a point where she probably gonna elbow in my face, step on my foot. She might spit on me. I'm expecting all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, she would. She
I
would.
wouldn't spit on you.
She would spit right in my face.
I got class.
A fight's a fight. No disrespect. I wipe my face. We go back to our corner. So it's all good.
Next question.
We've heard you talk a couple times about the movie and the biopic and all those things, but it's got to be a totally different thing for you to see your life played out on a movie screen. What was that like for you, and does it light a new fire as you go to step in and make history and become the first undisputed heavyweight women's champion?
Well, it was very emotional for me. So I've seen The Fire Inside 10 times, and every time I see it, I'm just bawling and crying throughout the whole movie. So that's kind of what it was to me. It was great to see, but it's so many times in the film where I was like, I really remember this around this time where I wanted to quit, where I wanted to give up, where I wanted to go get me a regular job, you know, to make some money. So I remember, just when I was watching the movie, I'm like, man, it was so many times I just did not want to do this no more. So now to see where I am now, to see that I didn't quit, to see that I kept putting in the hard work, that I kept winning, I kept proving the doubters wrong, kept fighting the best. I look at that and I was like, dang, I really went from having $0 to having like over $1 million, houses, cars, chains. I really did my big one for myself. So when I see that, I be kind of like crying a little bit. But it does bring extra pressure though. Like I was telling my team, like we couldn't pick a different opponent to come out after the movie. Like I wanted to have a spectacular knockout, you know? And now I'm inside a ring with a girl who about to be in there bigger than me, taller than me, stronger than me. And it was like, damn, this is gonna be a tough challenge. And now I got a new set of eyes because I got all these haters hating on me and stuff, and all these new fans. All my new fans, I love y'all. But it's like it's just so many more eyes now, and I just was like, damn. You know, I may make more mistakes this fight than I've made any other fight just because of the size difference, just because of her strength. And I just was like, dang, we couldn't pick a better one to have at home. But hey, it is what it is. We're here, and I'm ready to fight Danielle. You know, I know people talking about boxing, but I think I look at fights different than everybody else. You know, I think Danielle look at it like, you know, she said she gonna black out and all that stuff. I don't black out. I'm up. I know what's going on. Every round, every second, I know where I'm getting hit at, where I'm not getting hit, and I know that I'm breaking my opponent down every second. I know that. So I look forward to seeing how she is when she blank out and she turns to her other person.
Claressa, you know, one of the things you talked about, you know, this is kind of a weight class that you felt that you had belonged in all along. Talk to me about that journey, you know, getting here, and like maybe how the training or, you know, the preparation has differed, you know, through all these different weight classes and where you are now.
Yeah, so fighting at 154, like I said, I did that for the history. You know, I went down the challenge. I really went down to 154 because, you know, after I beat Christina Hammer, the girls at 54 and 47 were saying like, oh, you know, Claressa can't make 154. She doesn't want to fight us smaller girls. And even Cecilia Brockett said that if I was to go down to 54, she would come meet me because she was undisputed champion up at 147 at the time. So I went down to 154 and I became undisputed, but I was hoping to get a fight with her. It didn't happen. She didn't come up to 154. She actually started losing, and that was all she wrote. So, and then I caught out the 147 champions, and none of them would come up to fight me, and none of them would even give me a chance to fight them for their belt. So I went back up to 60, where it was more competition at, and where girls would say yes at. So I beat all the girls at 60. Then when I was at 68, I wasn't able to become undisputed there because the girls at 168 would not fight me. You know, so I started up, I went down, and then I came back up. And I didn't realize that when I was fighting at 54, 60, and even 68, that people talk about my record like, oh, she's 15-0 with 3 knockouts. But it was like, I didn't realize that I was taking my strength from myself going down to those weight classes. Now I'm walking around at 175 and I'm fighting at 175, and it's just like, wow, I didn't even know I was this strong. And then, you know, I'm turning 30 this year. So, you know, I hear people say it all the time about the women's strength, and I felt like every woman I fought against have been, not every woman, maybe about at least 5 or 6 of them I felt was naturally stronger than me. And I was like, how the hell is she stronger than me? And I lift weights, I run. Well, it's the women's strength. These girls are a little bit older, and I think now I've come into my women's strength that I'm turning 30 this year. Yeah, I'm turning 30. Hope it don't hurt. But overall, I feel like 75, like I said, I don't have to kill myself and run, have to kill myself and starve to make the weight. I actually can just train very, very hard, eat. I eat very, very healthy still, but I can eat more protein, drink a lot of water, eat more vegetables, just eat more food and actually feed my muscles. And before, I kind of feel like I was starving them, but I would do that all over again just for the history.
Claressa, do you believe that, in the back, okay. Do you believe that Danielle actually thinks that she can win this fight? Is she just talking for the press conference? And what do you think the biggest aspect of your fight game is going to surprise her on Sunday night?
I think Danielle thinks she can beat me in her mind. I think she think that. Now, it's different between thinking it and like believing it, but I think that she do think that, and that she's going to try very damn hard on Sunday, and that she knows that she holds certain attributes. See, it's different, you know. I watch Danielle fights. I watch the amateur fights too. I gotta do my homework. I read articles. I did all type of stuff. I know your relationship, all type of stuff, girl. You know, I know. So I done my research very well. And from what I've seen so far is that when Danielle may not be the fastest, right? And she may not be she's very unorthodox and she's southpaw. But it seems like, from what I've seen, is when she hit girls, they whole game plan change. Like they eye get swollen, nose get busted. Like the girls be like, oh shoot, I gotta run away from her now. And I think that Danielle is used to that. She's not used to me. So I think that's gonna be the surprise in the fight, is that, of course, we all have to land a punch. She will land, and she might land very hard, but she's gonna see, this ain't that. I actually came here for that. I came for that smoke. And now that you hit me like that, now I gotta show you how I can hit you. And I think that's where everybody will be kind of clapping and dancing and having a good old time at the fight, screaming. But I'm looking forward to it. I told her, listen, the last girl said she was gonna knock me out. I knocked her ass out. And then there was another girl who thought she was bigger and stronger, Savannah Marshall, that was 12-0 with 10 knockouts, knocking everybody out. I mean, sleeping them cold too. And I went over there to another country and I beat Savannah Marshall up in front of 20,000 of her fans. So I like fights like that where it's supposed to challenge me and they bigger and they stronger and I'm just weak and, I'm just the GOAT and it's all made up. It's just a persona. Yeah, I like that stuff. So I look forward to it. And I do believe that Danielle, she's used to what she's used to. So she think, she gonna, I think she said she's gonna break my jaw or something like that. She gonna punch me in the jaw, and then I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, she's so strong. I gotta get away from her. And I think she thinks that. So we gonna see on Sunday.
Tom, just one more.
Claressa Shields. Here where you are, ESPN.
Yes, sir.
So obviously we saw your name in a lot of different things this year. We saw a lot of publicity, a lot of good too. But I think for you, you look at your career all through years. You find a way to find motivation from being somewhat of an underdog. You know what I mean? I can think something. How do you continue to keep that fire inside when you're getting so many flowers, you're getting so many accolades, so many good things? Like, how do you continue to keep the main thing, no matter what's said about you at any time?
It ain't enough. It ain't enough. That's what I think. I think that I didn't get my flowers for so many years. Like, even though I get them now, it's like, that's not enough. I deserve more than that. I'm fighting for $1 million, so I'm supposed to be getting paid $5 million. This ain't it. So for me, that's where the fire comes from. It comes from, me winning all these belts. I got 15 world titles. I only brought a few of them today, but I got 15 world titles. And then I'm fighting for 2 more to be undisputed for the 4th time. And it's like, I still got to talk to y'all about how much y'all should pay me, about how much I'm worth, about I got to keep talking about how great I am, or showing y'all how great I am, and y'all still want to say it's somebody else. That's where the fire inside comes from. It's like, I'm going to keep doing it till it's without a doubt. It's without a doubt. You're going to be like, you know what? Yeah, I hated her a couple years ago, and I doubted her. But until all these haters that I got bow down and say, you know what? We give up. She's her. She's the greatest woman of all time, no doubt. She's the best. She got the best skills. She got the best accolades. Even though I have all that now, I still ain't made them bow out yet. So I got to keep doing the unthinkable. And what's the unthinkable? Coming to heavyweight, fighting against a girl that's 6'2", who's been heavyweight her whole life, who's an athlete, who's highly avoided. Everybody seen me get knocked down by Hannah Gabriels up in Detroit the first round. I won that fight, but Hannah Gabriels won't even fight her. How come? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm finding out on Sunday. I want to know, how come you're highly avoided? Are these girls smart? And I'm just the dumb one? That's what I want to find out on Sunday. So I'm just trying to break barriers and prove everybody wrong. And listen, I've been seeing the chitter chatter, y'all. Y'all been getting on my nerves. People doubting me because she big. I'm like, all right, y'all, don't piss me off. But at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me. I have a really big picture, and I just haven't got there. So until I get there, the fire inside will keep burning, and I'm gonna keep just fighting whoever they say the best is.
Well, we thank the media for your cooperation, and at this time, we're going to move these tables, and we're going to have a face-off with our co-main event fighters followed by our main event fighters, and we will also welcome some of our undercard participants to the stage as well. We will begin that in just a few moments. And great news, tickets are available to be purchased here today at the table on the right side of the room. See the gentleman there with e-tics. You can get your tickets here today.
All right, let's have Brandon and Skylar come on up.
You're doing it up here, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Got Brandon right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event this Sunday, scheduled for 10 rounds. It will be for the vacant USBA Heavyweight Championship, brought to you by Salida Promotions. It's Skylar Lacey challenging Brandon Moore.
All right, where's Mr. Mayor? Can we have the mayor? All right, fellas, thank you.
You just fought somebody that's 54 years old, bro. 54 years old.
Okay, boys, thank you very much. Danielle, come on up.
What you trying to do right now? What you trying to do right now? What you trying to do right now? Back up. Gotta get back out the ring, guys.
I smell the bench.
Yes, sir. I like that.
You gotta finish the press conference. All right, Danielle, come on up.
We get next Sunday. Let's respect these other fights. I grab the motherfucker up on Thursday. I grab the motherfucker up on Thursday too. I want to see you Sunday.
Everybody else doing that, baby.
All right, let's just get the ladies facing off first, please. Everybody good in the back? Shots good? All right, go ahead, ladies. Let's do the face off when you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event this Sunday, February 2nd, live on DAZN, brought to you by Salida Promotions in association with King's Promotions. It's scheduled for 10 rounds and will be for the undisputed Women's Heavyweight Championship. Danielle Perkins challenging the quote, Claressa T-Rex Shields.
You got this person.
Sneakers and everything else. And then, do we have Mayor Neely?
Walk time, baby.
Walk
time. Walk time, baby.
Walk time.
Walk time, baby. Walk time.
That's right. Break out. Thomas, the spotlight on
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, history will be made for the first time in women's boxing history. The undisputed women's heavyweight champion will be crowned. Do not miss it.
Do we have Mayor Neely in there? Okay, there you are. Dimitri, everybody see her? All right, go ahead, guys. Okay. See those smiles. Women's in the spotlight Sunday night. Okay, thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. If you can
We are now going to welcome some of Michigan's finest young fighters.
I'm next. On the third. I'm fighting Dawn on the third.
How much you paying me?
I'm giving you 10 cents.
I love you, D.
We can have our Michigan fighters to the stage, please.
All right, gentlemen, let's get it on the channel. This is Flint, Eastern Michigan's best.
We have Leon Lawson III, Joshua Double J Pagan, Jaquan McElroy, some of Michigan's finest young up-and-coming fighters, future world champions perhaps.
Good luck. Did we not get it? Make it look nice. Good luck. Please. You want them looking down front? Yeah, right here. Mr. Mayor, will you still step in one more shot for Jason here down front? You step in there. Yeah. There you go. One more. Dimitri, can you step in between Jaquan and JJ? Just step forward next to JJ, please. That's it. And Adam, we good? You okay? Yes. One time for Adam. Dimitri, we're not done yet. Thank you. All right, one good smile for Adam Dewey down front here. All right, thank you, everybody.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for the mayor of Flint, Michigan,